Good morning. Welcome to our online Sunday service for this week. This week we'll begin with the ringing of the Concho, followed by the chanting of Juseige. That will be followed by presentation of the Eightfold Path from our Young Adult Buddhist Association group. And then we'll have a Dharma message from Reverend Mukojima, and then we'll close with closing remarks. Thank you for joining us today.
Namanda, 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 Concho, Namanda, 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 Namanda,
The Buddhadharma is the realization within one's deepest consciousness of the oneness of all life. For the attainment of this purpose, the Buddha left us to follow the Eightfold Path, which is the way of prime importance.
Right view.
To keep ourselves free from prejudice, superstition, and delusion, and to see the true nature of life as it is.
Right thoughts.
To turn away from the evils of the world and direct our minds toward purity.
Right speech.
To refrain from pointless and harmful talk, and to speak kindly and courteously to all.
Right conduct.
To see that our deeds are peaceful, benevolent, compassionate, and pure. To live the teachings daily.
Right livelihood.
To earn our living in such a way as to entail no evil consequences.
Right effort.
To direct our efforts incessantly to the overcoming of ignorance and craving desires.
Right mindfulness.
To cherish good and pure thoughts, for all that we say and do arise from our thoughts.
Right meditation.
To concentrate our will on the Buddha, his life, and his teachings.
May the presence of the Buddha, who said that he would abide in the Dharma, be our guide. May we with earnestness, gratitude, and unfaltering steps tread upon this noble Eightfold Path until we too shall attain enlightenment.
Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Amida
Namo
Butsu.
Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo
Namo
Amida
Amida
Butsu.
Butsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo
Namo
Amida
Amida
Butsu.
Butsu.
Namandas.
Namandas, namandas, namandas.
Namanda, 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 Namanda. Our future will be created by our present efforts. Try to do our best in everything with right effort under the Buddha's guidance, so that we can make our future auspicious and successful. Namanda, 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 Namanda. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Mountain View Buddhist Temple online service. I hope everyone is staying calm and healthy. Traditionally, the second Sunday of June is our graduation service. But because of this unprecedented pandemic, we are not able to have our high school graduates at the temple this morning. And at the Sunday service, we always ask them to share their experiences in the Dharma School program and the temple activities. It is a touching tradition during which the graduates express their gratitude for the loving support of their parents, Dharma School teachers, and Sangha members. Fortunately, this year's graduates will record their speeches with the help of their advisors, so that soon our Sangha can enjoy hearing their experiences online. So Sangha members, please look forward to this. Okay. Since first being introduced to this tradition on joining this temple, I've enjoyed the wonderful message of many graduates. Their experiences were special because each student's character and the personality are unique, so each talk is touching. I'm always moved that these graduates express their deepest feelings of gratitude to their parents for their loving support. There is no one who doesn't mention his or her parents, and it is very clear how much these kids appreciate their parents' love and affection, which have supported them through their daily lives and all their activities. That's why I also look forward to hearing the speeches by this year's graduates. This year, we have 5 high school graduates: Stacy, Kylie, Wendy, Lauren, and Kaylin. All girls this year. I still remember clearly that they were just 6th graders when I first met them. They were very young and so cute, of course. And since that time, they have worked hard with a strong sense of responsibility as YBA members and in many programs like Girl Scouts. All of them have been Temple Girl Scouts for at least 12 years. They have all participated in the Mountain View Buddhist Temple Padma program. That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah. I've seen their growth in many temple activities as they have successfully built their courage, confidence, personality, and a sense of responsibility through the Girl Scout program. They are already becoming young women who will contribute their efforts not only to the BCA, but also to the rest of society. I believe that their successful experience here at this temple is due to their parents' love and their valuable experiences with many wonderful Dharma friends. I feel really proud of the 5 of them who are such wonderful Dharma youth. Nothing is happier for a resident minister than witnessing their growth. I admit it is bittersweet to see them leave Dharma school. And I do wish we could all celebrate their graduation and achievements at the temple as they start a new phase of their lives. Stacy, Kylie, Wendy, Lauren, and Kelly, I would really miss you, but I sincerely hope all of you will have a brilliant future under Buddha's guidance. Okay? During the graduation season, we have to send off our graduates. We are reminded of impermanence. Certainly, our graduates are now feeling that impermanence is real because they have to part from their many high school friends and teachers. Also, when college starts, some of them will have to leave their parents as well. So graduation is a happy occasion, but at the same time, it is also a little sad, isn't it? We talk a lot about impermanence as a basic teaching of Buddhism. Everything is constantly changing. There is nothing that exists in the exact same state for even an instant. As long as we live in this world, we know we have to say goodbye someday, even to someone we love and that don't want to leave. For this reason, it can be really hard for us to accept the change. Sometimes we wish we could just stop time, don't we? If you feel like that all the time, maybe you are only seeing impermanence as a negative thing in our lives. Do you think that impermanence has only negative impact? If you think so, it's a great mistake. First, thanks to the law of impermanence, our birth in this world is possible. Okay? And we were able to grow both physically and mentally and meet each other. So because of the law of impermanence, we were able to meet one another at the temple and have a wonderful and valuable experience together. Does this make sense? We should realize that the law of impermanence has such a great power to make our lives meaningful and precious. I'm so glad to have been able to see all of these graduates growing up during the past 7 years. They were very little, short, and really shy when I first came here. But as I mentioned, they have worked very hard, and they have really grown by carrying out many big tasks in YBA and the Girl Scouts with a strong sense of responsibility and leadership. I'm sure one of their best memories is the New York trip they had as a part of a Girl Scout program. Afterwards, they made a special presentation on their trip during the Sunday service. And I was very glad to see the wonderful pictures of them enjoying their stay in New York City. As I watched their presentation, I was remembering them as young kids and feeling awe at how much kids grow. But I also laughed in spite of myself because most of their pictures were of foods and desserts they enjoyed in New York City. Anyway, all of them were able to see and enjoy their growth through the impermanence of life, because of the impermanence of life. That's deep, isn't it? That's why I told you that it is a great mistake to consider only negative side of the teaching of impermanence. we should fully understand that change also has a positive side in our lives. For instance, even if you are having a hard time, difficult time at this moment, you will be free from this suffering someday because of impermanence. No matter what unpleasant situation you are in, that state will not stay the same. Okay? Please also consider that we can change our way of thinking and of living to adjust to any kind of situation. So even when we face hardship, there is a way for us to get over all our difficulties because of impermanence. Conversely, if everything were permanent, we wouldn't be able to grow or have new encounters. Certainly, if our world were permanent, we wouldn't die and wouldn't never separate from our loved ones. Maybe some of them might wish for such a world. But please think about this. If our world and everything remained unchanged, we would certainly live taking everything for granted, and never be impressed with the mystery of life. We wouldn't feel grateful for everything which allows us to live at this moment. Okay? So it would just be a life without deep appreciation, deep emotion, or sense of wonder. Okay? In other words, because life is impermanent, we learn to treasure our relationships while loving, respecting, and supporting each other. We improve ourselves with the right view and the right efforts to share our lives with others. Okay? That is, we are able to make our lives meaningful and valuable, okay? While growing and feeling gratitude. Okay? Also, in order to make our lives successful, we should remember the teaching of karma. Karma is not only a Buddhist concept, but also exists in other religions. When you hear the word karma, what comes to mind? I think there are some of you who believe that karma is the idea of fatalism or divine will. But Shakyamuni Buddha teaches us that our future will be created or opened by our present efforts. Okay? So Buddhism has a different concept of karma. Originally, karma meant deeds or acts with what we do in our daily lives. Buddha teaches us that we can create our own future by what we do today. In other words, our future will be revealed by our present efforts. And that's why we must accept responsibility for our deeds. No matter what conditions we encounter in life, we should never give up. We should try to get past all the difficulties with the right efforts so that we can live our lives happily and successfully without any regrets. Life is impermanent, so the teaching of karma makes us realize how important it is to live each moment responsibly, because our lives are created by our present efforts. It is just as if we are planting a seed each moment. Okay? We should be careful about what we plant each day, because this determines what we will reap in the future. The seeds we are scattering now will determine both our lives and the others' lives and bring about good results or bad results. They also affect the lives of those who will come long after us. The choice is always in our words, thoughts, and deeds. Okay? So please consider that we are able to enjoy our lives not only because of our encounters with many around us. It is also important to treasure the time we spend with those we love, because sometimes we must also be separated from them too. Because life is impermanent, each encounter is rich, and each separation is meaningful. Okay? It is natural to feel sad when you think about how everything changes. But from this day forward, I hope you will also feel grateful, because the teaching of impermanence reminds us that we can create our brighter future with our efforts, right efforts, under the Buddha's guidance. Okay? In closing, I offer my deepest sincere congratulations to all graduates. I hope you will live resolutely, make good decisions, and move forward in brilliant light, dependent on the Nimbus teaching as your guide. I'm sure wonderful future is in store for each one of you. And never forget, your spiritual home is always here, the Mountain View Buddhist Temple, where we will welcome you back warmly. Okay? So good luck to you, all the graduates. Okay? And my sincere good wishes to all the Dharma friends participating in our online service today. Thank you very much for listening to my Dharma talk this morning. Have a nice day. Please put your hands together in kansho. Our future will be created by our present efforts. Try to do our best in everything with right effort under the Buddha's guidance, so that we can make our future auspicious and successful. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu, 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 Namanda Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma message today. And on behalf of all of the Mountain View Buddhist Temple Sangha and the Board of Directors, congratulations to all of our high school graduates for this year. We're all expecting great things from all of you. So it'll be nice to see you when you come back, when someday that we all can come back together here at the temple and hear about the things you're doing and continuing to do in your lives. And don't worry, because of the impermanence of all things, anything that you change your mind about doing between now and then, when we can all get together, are going to be just fine. So we always take everybody here at the temple just as they are. So thank you again for joining us this week for our online service. Again, I hope that these give you a chance to pause during your busy week and reflect on things and life as it is. Thank you.